This is Ben from the Prairie Shepherd. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. I'm out here with Grim. We're going to be doing some training today. We got a ball and we got some treats, and we're about to do some scent training. It's getting cold because it's November, so it's getting a little bit rough, but I'm going to challenge you guys to get out there, even though it's going to get cold, and start training. And what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these balls that have holes in them, and you could do it with a tennis ball if you don't have a ball, and you could just like cut open a tennis ball, put like a hole inside of it, and then put the treats inside of them. That works too. We're not going to fill the ball packed to the brim. What we're going to do is put a couple of treats in here, maybe 3 or 4. And what we're going to do is have Grim go inside. We'll have the screen door closed. If you don't have a backyard that's kind of set up like mine's, you could just have him on a leash and then put him somewhere. Just don't let him see where you put the ball at, and don't let him or her see where you're going. That way, when the dog goes to search for the ball, it won't go to his first instinct, which is to look around and use his eyes to find out where you had gone. It'll force the dog to start to scent track. Now, it's just his natural instincts. So the dog's just going to do it. There's not a lot of teaching involved in it. It's just setting them up with the right conditions to be able to use those natural instincts. Grim's been doing this for a while, and he's become really good at it. He's even got to the point where he can track somebody down when we're inside of the forest, or, you know, when we're just out in the wild or in the prairies, and he can go and find them and track them down. And he's eager to get going. So first things first, I got my ball, got my treats. I think I'm gonna set it up so the ball is right here where our wood is at. And you'll have to kind of get in between there to get it. You can really make this as difficult as you want to really test your dog, but I wouldn't make it too difficult so he doesn't find the scent that you're trying to have him track. You can also do this with some type of blood if you're working with some other type of dog that you want him to hunt, or just with, if you want him to track a certain type of animal, you can get that scent and you can put that on whatever you're having the dog track, and then he can go out and find it. So I usually wait a good 30 seconds before I actually have Grim come out the house and then look for the ball. This is going to do a couple of things. It's going to first make him forget about, the placement of the ball. But as soon as I give him the command that I trained him with, he'll go and track that. Now, I would pick a certain command. I use track, and I say track, and then he goes out and looks for it. He knows if he hears that he's supposed to be looking for something. And then I'll give him a treat before I even start. That way he understands the type of smell that he's looking for. And usually he'll go out and search for that scent if it's something that he's been trained on to search for. And like I said, it's easy. There's not a lot of work to it. You're just increasing that dog's natural instincts to find that. So here we are. He's got it. And now he's off. Track. Watch him and notice what he's doing. First, he's sniffing around. He's using those scents to try to figure out where he's at. And he's getting really close. So I think that he understands that there's something in this exact area. Now we're just going to watch him as he looks. And he's got it. Good job, boy. Good boy. He's eating the treats that he found inside the ball. And that's going to help encourage him to find that ball even quicker. So we got some balls that we can look at that we can use. And we have this first one. It's called Chuck It. I'm just going to sit this one out in the open right here. This other one I'm going to put in this tire. See if you can find it. Might have to give him tell him to track it after he's done the second one. That way he remembers. He's already found the scent of the first one. He's on it. Oh, he's got it. Oh boy. This way we don't have to set up more than once. We can just keep playing the game at a quicker rate. The second one we're gonna practice on the lead. That way we get a feel for what it's like if he was ever in a situation where I needed him to track somebody, but I also don't want to let him get the free roaming of just taking off, even though he'll find them, and usually would practice like a bark at the end. So let's see, here we go. Okay, track. Not there, that's where it was last time. Oh, I think he's got it now. Track. Oh, he's got it. Good boy. And now that we've practiced this a couple of times, we're going to play just a regular game of fetch. This is the ball that we're going to use to fetch. As you can see, it's pretty rough. This ball is really solid, and it's from Magi Sports. I honestly don't know what that is. Haven't researched it. Just a ball that I picked up one day. But I can tell you this, when he goes to chew at this ball's so hard, he can't destroy it. And what he likes to do with tennis balls is he likes to destroy them. So getting him a ball that is impossible for him to destroy is going to be great for him. Now, it is freezing cold. I'm not wearing gloves. This ball is going to get slobbery. It's going to make my hands super cold. So I like to keep this as high energy as possible and do it as quick as possible. So that way he can tire out faster and I can get on with my day. This is what it looks like playing with Grim in our backyard. And it's okay to do, like, you know, sit commands and wait commands and all that stuff while you're playing this game. The object is to tire him out physically and to tire him out mentally. So we have a second ball that we're going to throw, and this is it. And I always shoot two balls and throw them back and forth because it's just easier to keep his attention that way. And now he's tired. And that was probably a 30-minute session. Like I said before, if you didn't already, hit the like button, subscribe, and get out there and start training your dog. It's the winter, it's getting cold. You don't want your dog to be up inside of your house, not exercised and bored. If you have a high energy dog, it's not gonna be great. He's gonna be a disaster. And the way that you fix him from being a disaster is to tire the dog out physically and mentally. Grim. This is Grim after he's been done training. He's going to go into the house and he is going to absolutely pass out when he gets inside because he's been working so hard.